Greetings. So, new requirements today. Manager comes and says, "Hey, I liked how you did that CSV importing and top 5, bottom 5. All was really good. A really good guy. Thank you. I got a client interested in it. I got a client. He basically to do the same thing. He has a what? Actually, he has a big file, 1 million records. So just put it, and he wants it in database. Yeah. So can you put it in database? Yeah, you can. You're a smart guy. So good. And you're like, okay, but can I have at least a look at the file, and I want to know what to import. Don't worry. Right now I don't have file, but I'll get it very quickly. It will be the same file as you're used to. So you're a smart guy, huh? But what database? I don't know. Any database, SQL database will do. And off he goes. So big requirements today. We need to import a CSV file into database for a later usage, and it will be a bigger one. So let's get into it and let's start planning for it. First of all, what we will need for this is to install a SQL Server, do local development. It can be installed from here, from Microsoft official links. Server. Download. And this looks good actually. And what we want to do, you'll get a developer's edition version, SQL Server 2022. And also you would want to get SSMS, which is SQL Server Management Studio. It is a UI that is used basically to connect and to query SQL database. So we can have our program connect to SQL Server, and we can have a separate UI connected to it. We can follow the same steps to download. Maybe even this one has downloads. And Management Studio, I'll quickly show you how it looks, but we will use it later. It's running up. Okay, here it says database engine. It's basically my local host, everything by default. Here I can see my databases. There are databases. So we need to create a new database for employee calculator. I don't want to update right now. Let's get into it. What will we use for it? Let's go through the code. So first of all, we will again use code written by smart people. So we will use entity framework. And a good practice is to put this code in a separate library, because it will be responsible for all operations with SQL database, for storing, for instance, employees, and later on retrieving them, maybe updating, who knows what we need to do. So I'll create a new project, and naming convention, it will be just a class library. And I will name it employee.data. I like this convention. .term, .net 8, all good. All right. So this employee data will be referenced from the main class, employee calculator, at project dependency, employee data. Good. Employee data. I've decided that I will be using entity framework for storing this supposedly big file, which I don't have, by the way, yet, but we'll have to figure something out with it. No, I want to add NuGet package reference. And I'll browse, for entity framework. Entity framework core looks good. Entity framework core 8. Great, let's install it. Relational, yeah, we will also need relational because we'll be using SQL, which is relational database. Later on we can add what we need. Okay, now I can start from just moving my employee class. This will be the class that I want to create data model for. I'll move it here. This is not needed. And I'll remove it from here. Let's build it. Okay. And we can fix namespace. So it would be employee.date, so that the namespace matches the project. Good. Now we actually need to add entity framework. Oh, it can't do it like this. Because now it thinks that, I hate this stuff, that employee has become a namespace because it's like this. And everywhere I had employee, it's fucked up. Okay, let's use the great git and let's undo some stuff. This we want to undo. This we want to undo. Okay, is it building? Build succeeded. This will go away. Come on, it's now it's a bit fucked up. Yeah, it starts to understand it. Let me think. So employee, let us rename it to something more meaningful, like employee model. Okay. And then a lot of renames. Employee model. Then I can move it. I can remove it from here. I can fix this. Okay, nullability I don't want. Where is it missing? Oh, now it needs to, because I have renamed. Unfortunately, Visual Studio doesn't fix namespaces by its own, so I have to or no. Oh yeah, it doesn't have a dependency. Add project reference, employee data. Okay. Oh, I fucked it up again. Okay, because it didn't have the project reference, the renaming was wrong. It didn't execute correct. Let's leave it like this. Leave it like this. Namespace employee calculator. Now everything builds. Yeah? Yeah. Everything builds. 0 errors. Now when I rename it, all the other places should have it renamed. Now it has the proper using employee date. That was a big fight with renamings. It's easier, of course, to create it in the right structure from the beginning, but we're learning here. Good. Have employee model. So time to add entity framework, actually data constant. So I will just Google entity framework for add data context database. Getting started. Now this one I don't like. Can do this. And basically what I need to create a context class from DB context. Okay, let's do that. So employee context, we will name it add class employee context. And it will be the context. Yeah, nice. What will it will have? It will have a DB set. DB set represents something that is basically a table represents. Employee model. We call it employees. Good. Now, so this is basically the definition. So now we would like our program to create this table for us. And for that, we would need to create a migration. So let's check how it's done. So this, now we're ready to create first migration. Need to install a new package, Microsoft Entity Framework Core Design. So the way I am doing it, I'm running tools and then NuGet package manager console. Okay, here we can run the first command. Okay, think .NET EF we already have it installed. Global means for. Let's check. And let's add package design, yeah, okay, accept, good, closed, and we need to add first migrations. Initial create, looks good. Let's go. No project was found. Yeah, I need to specify project, which is employee.data. Okay, what does it say? Okay, it says blah blah blah. That so the exception, yeah. No database provider has been configured for this database context. Provider can be configured by overriding DB context on configuring. Okay, so we can override a method called override on configuring. Okay, it's options builder. Alright, so what else do we need? We need to, what was here? Here we have different configuration. Here we have configuring with connection to some SQLite. I don't want that. I want something like using SQLServer. Okay. So I'll put this. And UseSqlServer is not found in a separate NuGet package. We need to add it as well, which is, I guess it's called like that. Entity Framework Core and SQLServer. Nice. Install. Accept. Okay. And now it should be. No? Yeah, now it's building. Now it's visible. So the last bit here is providing a connection string to my local database. All right. We can just take an example from the internet. What is the first example? Okay, this looks pretty good. Later on, we'll make it configurable. But database, I don't want it to be test. Let's call it employee DB. Looks much better. Trusted user true. Okay, let's rerun the command. No. Oh, now it's a different exception. So entity type employee model requires a primary key to be defined. Okay, that we can do. Tax ID will be key here. Primary key. Right. So now we've got a first migration, a snapshot of database. First migration, okay, and I would love to run it then. So to run it, .NET EF database update. Let's do it. No project is found. Project employee data. Error. Okay, so it says blah blah, keyboard not supported, trusted user. Did we get a wrong connection on this service? Trusted connection. Maybe this one will be better. Let's try it out. No, okay, collections, but an error. Cool. Certificate chain. Okay, so we have an error. Certificate chain was issued by an authority that is probably not trusted. That is not trusted. Oh, I see. So basically, the code that runs from Visual Studio detects that some kind of certificate is probably like outdated and it doesn't trust it, and it refuses to connect. So this can be fixed by adding a simple additional property in the connection string, trust server certificate. And check SQL trust server certificate. Trust server certificate goes true. All right, and now applying migration looks good. Let's refresh it. And now we have employee DB, and we have what? We have a table in it, and it's empty. Excellent. And you can see even which columns it has and decide the default data types that it has decided for us. Very good stuff. Okay. Ooh, that was a lot of a lot of try and error, but I hope this helps you to see what kind of errors you can encounter and help to mitigate them. So here we were able to actually create a database from our employee record, and in the next one we'll be uploading data. See you, bye for now.